Hi everyone, my name is Callie and I'm going to be giving a presentation over two menus that I created. One of my menus were more of a more healthier style, more realistic, and then the other one was was strictly fast food. And it was kind of hard making the fast food one because it was just like, who eats out every day, every meal? And when I started making and comparing the differences, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is crazy what we eat at fast food. And just to think of one meal, it's just like, wow, it's a huge difference. But let me just start off by saying my eating habits, far as like a healthy, like organic eating habits, are hardly there. I try to consume more products that are more beneficial to me. I try not to eat out so much, and when I do, don't get me wrong, who doesn't love the occasional fast food? But when I try to pick products that have good fats, good carbs. When I do eat a lot of carbs, because let's be honest, everything has carbs. But I try to pick stuff that are more healthy, I guess. But when I do eat fast food, I kind of tend to see myself craving for it. So when I do eat it, throughout my day I tend to feel like sluggish, tired. I lack energy, and I'm completely drained, to be honest. I do take supplements, so I have an energy enhancer that I take that's all natural. But even after that, normally I'm just like, I'm ready to go. But your body needs energy to thrive, and healthy carbohydrates are what your body needs in order to have plenty of energy. And when you eat all of these trans fats, it's like it's deplenishing your body, and it's kind of compensating. I mean, you have a high for a minute and then it's completely gone. Far as energy wise, so I'm going to show you my menus, and I'm going to discuss the differences and show you what I believe in and what I believe is a realistic diet. A diet isn't something that... Okay, I wanted y'all to be able to see my first slide. I really liked it, and there was a really good quote in there that I wanted y'all to see. And it says, what is the perfect healthy diet? And for myself, it doesn't exist. There's not a strict plan by plan diet that somebody can go by every day. I found this quote that was by a dean of a nutrition school, and it says, instead of emphasizing one nutrient, we need to move to a food-based recommendation. That was my dryer. What we eat should be more whole, minimally processed, nutritious food. Food that in many cases comes close to its natural form as possible. Because not everybody can have a garden. Not everybody can have fresh meat. Not everybody can milk their own cows, you know? I mean, we have to buy stuff in the store. So I like this thing that said minimally processed, because little do we know the fresh produce in our grocery stores, we think that's eating healthy, but it's full of so many chemicals to stay ripe longer. This is my menu. As you can see, it's got fruit, it's got whole grain bread, it's got good dairy products, limited dairy products though. It's got some vegetables, some high protein chicken. What I try to do in my menu, I tried to eat light in the mornings. Tried to keep it to a minimum of calorie intake. But I tried to eat stuff with protein in it, like peanut butter, and tried to add in some milk. I tried to stay away from breads, but I did add in a cereal. I don't normally eat cereal in the mornings. I like to try to eat a protein shake with some bananas in it. And my protein count for my protein shake is normally about 20 to 30. I try to switch it up so I don't get tired of one taste. But normally in the mornings I have something light, and then with protein. And then for lunch, in here is like a whole grain bread with some baked chips and a water. Or maybe some days I'll drink a lemonade or unsweet tea. Because tea, and quite frankly, is a good like detox, like a green tea, and the green teas are good. And then on Saturdays, I tried to splurge a little bit, go outside of the normal. Alright, this is my fast food menu. I literally got everything off of Chick-fil-A and McDonald's. I love Chick-fil-A, not a big fan of McDonald's just because I've heard so many stories when I was younger. I watched this documentary over someone who strictly ate McDonald's, and it was just like completely overwhelming. I told myself, never eat McDonald's again. I'm not a big fan of it. I tried to pick stuff that try to throw in some salad. Now we're going to talk about the psychological effect your diet has on you. So if you're constantly consuming a non-healthy diet, processed foods, you're going to, it takes effect on you in a sociological way. Mike Seitz says, in addition to contributing to a physical health risk, such as nutrient deficiencies and obesity, an unhealthy diet can disrupt your emotional wellness. A bad diet can cause depression, anxiety, stress, a poor body image, and self-esteem. So true. When people are bigger and they eat a lot of nasty foods, it's like, I don't feel good about myself, and I want to eat better, and I want to be more healthy. And you kind of have that motivation in a sense, but in a way you're just like, I'm never going to be that way. I'm never going to look good. And when I eat fast foods, I'm just like, oh, why did I do that to myself? I don't like eating fast foods that are bad for me because it makes me feel sick in the end. And it's just like, it does. It mostly gives me depression and anxiety. You can have both of those for sure, yeah. I actually work for a psychologist right now, and you may think they're two totally opposite things, but you can have a high one day and a low one day, and it's two totally, completely different effects. But most people think a bad diet can only disrupt you physically, but it does affect you mentally. I threw in this one about school performance. I read an article from a teacher. It was a professor, and he was also an MD. And it showed that the children, their diets are affecting them. Poor school performance in these children because they lack energy, and it affects them physically and mentally as well. And child obesity is out the roof too. Most of our children just want to consume chicken nuggets versus a good meal, and it all starts from home. Why our parents get lazy and they say, let's just go grab something to eat and I'll cook tomorrow, or let's go out every Saturday night because that's just what we do. But it's always better to eat a healthy meal at home than it is any meal at home than it is to eat out. Okay, this is my last slide. I just wanted y'all to see it real quick. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you for listening.